up there. So there's probably some people that might be watching this and they're like, you know what? I want to coach, but you said you started with 15 clients, you're gaining clients. What made you kind of choose to link up with MacroMillionaire? What was the deciding factor on that?
Yeah, so just like you said earlier, we've been pretty much like family friends essentially for quite a few years now, and I've always loved the science and love the knowledge that you guys have to offer. And when you now decided to now have a macronutrition certification, it just kind of lined up perfectly. Because I knew that becoming a MacroMillionaire coach, I would have someone behind me. I would have some extra assistance. And a lot of times when you're a coach, and that fear from becoming a coach, it's, that validity of, am I good enough? Like, am I a coach that is going to give you the right answers? And it's nice to have a team behind you to kind of back up on, because there's so many situations that come out, in the nutrition world and fitness, and just to have someone to lean back on and get their knowledge and their expertise, because you never stop learning in the nutrition and health world. You never stop learning. It's constantly changing. And so you're just continuing to educate yourself so you can continue to educate your clients. And that's why, I love having MacroMillionaire behind me as my certification.
Could you see yourself? Obviously, you are growing Fit with Nutrition. People are knocking down your door. You are in demand. I mean, I just thought of this now, totally off script, but I can see you growing as a trainer at future seminars and presenting, because you mentioned it earlier, you just love to teach. You love to share knowledge. You know what I mean? So, I mean, how would you feel about doing something like that?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah.
Any way I can get on the stage, I love it.
Yeah, right. Hey, on a bodybuilding stage, special guest speaker. Yeah, no, that's awesome. How would you say that you've grown like the last year? You could talk about financial growth. You could talk about spiritual growth, marital growth. I know you're going to be ready to be a mom pretty soon. So, how would you say that you've grown in the last year since deciding to become a coach?
Yeah, it's challenged me as an entrepreneur. So I went to school to have my own business. I have a degree in entrepreneurship and marketing. So I knew that is something that I wanted to do. And, taking that official step and saying, I'm getting my LLC, I'm the CEO of Fit with Nutrition, and taking that, and then taking the risk of, reaching out to people and seeing if, they had enough trust in me to, take care of their health essentially, and to coach them in their life. So I've grown from having confidence in being able to communicate with people, communicate on, social media, being more comfortable on, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of the social media platforms. And not only has my income helped me and my husband, be able to get a bigger home for our future family. The increased income has been so nice, but again, it's not about the income. I've grown from basically on the inside, like my heart has grown so much.
Yeah, right.
Because the amount of care that you have for people and that I have for people, that is just what's grown, and my ability to, just culture those relationships and to continue to grow within the community. And that's just what's been the most phenomenal thing over the past year.
Yeah, I am definitely one with you 100%. In closing, what do you tell a coach that is on the fence? I mean, you were pretty much decided. When we met, I think we met for coffee or salad or something. You're like, dude, let's rock and roll. A lot of people, they're being shackled by fear. And, just kind of what you said, do I know enough? Are people going to hire me? And all of that, right? What would you say to someone that has all this self-doubt?
Just do it. I mean, if, again, it comes back to that investment part. You're investing in your future. You're investing in your knowledge. I mean, did you go to school? Did you go to college? That's an investment. That's a risk. That's education. Right. So that's another tool under your belt that you're getting. So, you know, when you kind of look at that, if it's a money thing that's an issue, you know, maybe if they say that it's, you know, kind of too tight. I know a lot of people put their hair, their nails, bags on their credit cards. So, you know, slap a certification on your credit card, because that is going to get you way more than a Michael Kors course will get you for 6 months. So, you know, you have to believe in yourself and maybe talk to someone, because you maybe some people need that extra validity when it comes to something. So talk to your significant other. You know, if they're not behind you on this, I know if Anthony wasn't behind me on this, I probably wouldn't do it, because he is my backbone. And, you know, making sure that you have that backbone behind you is important as well too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Lindsey, we got to get you booked for a future seminar, first of all. So I know you're busy, maybe post-pregnancy, maybe before, but that would be awesome. But no, I really appreciate your time this evening. This was awesome. A lot of wisdom, and I appreciate you pouring that wisdom into us, into the listeners. And that was just absolutely incredible. So thank you very much for tribing up with me today. And we will definitely be seeing you on our calls and future seminars in the future.
Yeah, of course. Thanks so much for having me.